Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Selamat pagi, good morning ladies and gentlemen. Pertamanya kita ada pimpinan Pakatan Rakyat dan DAP, keadilan dan PAS. Yang berhormat ahli Parlimen, yang berhormat ahli Exco, yang berhormat ahli negeri dan pimpinan semua. Kita juga meraihkan beberapa peguam-peguam kita ataupun councils yang bersama-sama dengan kita pagi ini. Saudara-saudara, kita telah pun mendengar keputusan daripada 5 orang hakim daripada Mahkamah Persekutuan yang memutuskan secara unanimous bulat suara bahawa kami dismiskan. Ya, mana rayuan itu telah pun ditolak oleh Mahkamah Persekutuan. Maka untuk ini Mahkamah Persekutuan telah membuat keputusan di Perhakiman bahawa Zamri dan juga UMNO Persatuan Nasional adalah menyerusak dan keadaan yang sah mengikut verdict tadi, mengikut keputusan itu. Jadi saya nak memberitahu bahawa ini merupakan satu petanda yang amat hitam dalam sejarah Malaysia, oleh kerana kita merasakan bahawa rakyat mahu melihat supaya institusi kehakiman ini diberi ruang sebebas-bebasnya untuk membuat keputusan. Tapi apa yang saudara dengar tadi, ya, keputusan itu seolah-olah memberikan gambaran bahawa institusi kehakiman masih lagi belum terlepas dan bebas daripada apa-apa sahaja influence atau pengaruh. Jadi untuk itu, this is the saddest moment for peace-loving Malaysians. Jadi untuk itu kita mahu memberitahu kepada saudara bahawa kemelut perlembagaan di Perak belum dapat diselesaikan kecuali hak untuk memilih kerajaan diberikan kepada rakyat semula. Mahkamah tadi hanya menginterpretasi atau mentafsirkan undang-undang. Jadi untuk itu kami terpaksa memikirkan semula ada perkara-perkara yang disebutkan tadi yang perlu diperhalusi dan dibincangkan semula. Jadi untuk itu saya nak menyatakan bahawa kami Pakatan Rakyat, insya-Allah kami akan berbincang semula. Jadi saya merayu supaya seluruh rakyat negeri Perak khususnya dan penyokong-penyokong Pakatan Rakyat supaya kita berlaku tenang, stay calm, jangan ada yang bertindak di luar dugaan seperti provokasi dan sebagainya. Kita terima walaupun dianya satu perkara yang cukup menyedihkan, especially for law-abiding citizens. So this is where I think the verdicts just now has completely neglected and set aside all constitutional principles for the past. We have had precedents, which have judgment from genuine judges before, but it looks as though that those have been completely neglected and set aside. Walau macam mana pun, these are prerogatives of the judges, tapi kita akan kaji semula. So on that respect, saya nak beritahu the saddest moment in the history of Malaysia at the moment, because democracy has been completely torn into pieces. The rights of the people have been completely snatched, and this is a verdict where an illegitimate government has been supported. An illegitimate government which did not follow the rules of parliamentary democracy has been supported by the institution. Okay, jadi ini yang cukup menyedihkan. Oleh kerana it can lead to other consequence. Dia akan memberikan ruang supaya demokrasi di Malaysia ini akan diikat, akan jauh lebih kusut, oleh kerana seolah-olah dia menjurus kepada satu suasana akan datang nanti absolute monarki. Maknanya kita tidak ada payah pilihan raya, kita tidak ada payah ada parlimen, oleh kerana monarki boleh menetapkan siapa menjadi pemimpin sebuah negeri atau negara. This is the highest risk that Malaysians are facing now, and this is the thing that we have to make it good. Kita kena perbaiki balik. Tapi verdict yang saudara tengok tadi, bagi saya sendiri merasakan bahawa ianya merupakan mengenepikan apa sahaja prinsip-prinsip yang terkandung dalam perlembagaan kita. Jadi untuk itu, walaupun kami rasakan it is not unexpected. The decision by the 5 judges is something which is not unexpected. So yang itu yang kita nak rasa bahawa this is a saddest moment. Jadi untuk itu kita merasakan bahawa ada kita punya council kat sini yang boleh memberikan interpretasi berkenaan dengan judgement 1 jam tadi yang boleh saudara-saudara informasikan. Jadi saya minta pimpinan daripada Pakatan Rakyat, if you have any other further comments before we open to questions and answers. So I would allow pimpinan if you have any short and remarks, precise remarks on what we saw as a judgment today. Saudara yang berhormat Lim Kit Siang would like to say a few words.
The legalization of the undemocratic, illegal and unconstitutional coup d'etat of Perak by the federal court is a sad day for democracy, a black day for justice. After 22 years ago, the first judicial crisis started in 1988. 22 years ago, it was hoped, many have hoped that we are beginning to see the start of the restoration of national and international confidence in the independence, in the impartiality of the judiciary, and all those hopes have been dashed today. It is also a sad day for democracy, and it is we are beginning to get the reactions of the people who are feeling shocked and astounded by this judgment. Although it is not unexpected, nonetheless, the 5-0 so-called unanimous judgment of the Federal Court, I think, is a shameful episode for the judiciary and for democracy in Malaysia.
Thank you. We have Dr. Limun Chai, Ahli Parlimen Gopeng, pimpinan daripada Keadilan Pusat. Sila.
I think the judgment is a temporary setback for the riot, but at the end of the day, I still believe that riot will be the judge in the future. We may have lost one Perak, but probably we might win one Malaysia in the coming general election.
Thank you, Dr. Nye would like to say a few words before we open question and answers.
I, for one, as a lawyer for 25 years, am also deeply saddened by the whole legal cases involving Perak crisis. Though the Federal Court is the highest court, what we see in the series of cases in Perak, all legal precedents have been overturned. And so whether it's Article 72, where the Federal Court overturned 5 earlier cases that decided very clearly, and that Article 72 of the Federal Constitution, the Court should not intervene into the matters of the Legislative Assembly. Similarly, Order 53 of the Rules of the High Court, where judicial review, they must get leave, but the Court exempted them from getting leave. And similarly, the Stephen Kaloninkang case since 1966, we thought, all Malaysians thought that is a law, but today it has been overturned again. So it has caused now uncertainty, and as lawyers, sometimes when people ask us what is a law, we say we do not know, because there's no more certainty of the law, and that is erosion, undermining the very foundation of the rule of law. The rule of law envisage a situation where we have certainty of the law. Once the court have interpreted the law, then people know what is the law. And if there's any change to the law, then it's a duty of Parliament or the State Assembly to do it. But and also, I would like to say that the case, if Zamri were to continue to govern, here is we call denying the 54% of the Rakyat of Perak who supported Pakatan Rakyat. We now have we have a system where people are not elected by majority, not as envisaged by Abraham Lincoln, that it must be a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. There are other ways to take power in Malaysia now. And the last point I want to make is that the fact that the erosion of the confidence in the judiciary is not only we Malaysians, but the latest company, Wale International, that purportedly want to invest 8.5 billion in Perak, they have now set a condition before they come, that in case of we call dispute, they want the arbitration or the dispute to be settled at the center of arbitration in Singapore. Meaning that Singapore should be the place where any dispute is resolved. And also they want the law to be applied laws of England and Wales. I think that is a very great slap to the confidence in our judiciary, and also regard to our legal system. Especially this Brazilian company, the second largest iron ore company in the world. They come from Brazil. They invest in Malaysia. They have nothing to do with England or nothing to do with Singapore. And so this is, I think, a crisis Malaysia is going through, and we cannot move forward unless there is certainty of law and rule of law, and the constitution is fully respected by all.
Okay. So for your information, the verdict does not indicate at all that it legitimizes the grabbing of power by Najib, and it does not legalize the existing government by Zamri Kadir. Okay? Yep. Now before that, like maybe 1 or 2 more, just short comments? No?
Maybe I want to say something.
Right.